Welcome to the Living in the Future podcast, where we bring to light specialized topics from life in the modern age. This episode, we have a micro audio playlet based on a short story from my collection, Tales from the Last Space Age, linked in the show description. It's a teaser for a longer one we are planning to do soon. And now, without further delay, here's Recursion.
It was nearly noonday hour in the data center's processing cluster room. Zared and Higsley sat at their desks, with two computation terminals, one for each of them, monitoring the overnight jobs. It was the kind of job given to new recruits, or old-timers with no hope of promotion. No other life forms are in the room. The custodial staff and security officers are the only other souls moving in the building. Zared was several years Higsley's junior, and had just gotten the job after finishing at the Learning Center.
Is there something I'm supposed to be doing, Higsley?
Our job is just to make sure that the overnight jobs on the processing cluster run smoothly, and that nothing gets out of control.
And our terminals monitor the whole cluster.
Yes, Zared.
So what's this list on the left of the terminal?
That's a list of simulations. They're listed in descending order of runtime.
Are there really only that many?
Yes, there are only a few. The majority of the jobs on the cluster are for batch processing of existing data to derive new patterns.
What's the simulation at the top of the list?
That is the big boss's pet project.
Oh, nada? What's that mean, anyway?
Nobody knows too much about what he's trying to achieve, but it's a massive project.
Is it supposed to be flashing red?
No, that means it's generating another error.
What do we do when that happens?
Let me check the system peculiarity report. It says the planet's star is appearing to dance in the sky for about 30 of the simulation's small-time units. It seems to have resolved itself. Thank the logicians, the glitch was localized to a small remote village, and only some small younglings observed it.
Dance in the sky?
Moved very quickly around the sky.
Do these things happen often?
Quite often, I'm afraid.
What is it simulating anyway?
It's a simulation of an entire planet, from formation all the way to galactic travel.
Does it simulate an entire universe?
No, just the planet. He placed the planet in a universe that was expanding so fast that only when they developed galactic travel would the life forms on the planet interact with the rest of the universe.
Wow. We only talked about country simulations in my Learning Center courses. How does he simulate an entire planet?
It takes almost half of the resources of this data center, and it has caused a ton of problems.
Like what?
Well, at one point, the simulation went completely haywire and flooded the entire planet.
Oh, that's weird. What else?
For a short period of time, during a large war between two of the civilizations in an earlier development period, there was a major glitch, and the rotation of the planet stopped. When that happened, for a period of time, the planet's main star remained motionless in the sky. There have been tons of other glitches.
What else, Higsley?
Well, for about a lunar unit of their time, half a lunar unit of our time ago, it rained a type of croaking small creature that lived on both land and water on a civilization center. And then a local water body spontaneously receded, and a group of one ethnic group went through the dry area to another landmass.
With all these things going on, how does the simulated civilization advance?
I don't know, but these things seem to have moved forward.
How advanced is the civilization on the planet now?
They have just discovered flight. It'll be another lunar unit before they get galactic travel. I'm so used to hearing the reports from other planets that I can't imagine what our world was like before it.
Well, Higsley, I'm sure it was living in a dark age like this one is in.
He never had a dark age, Zared, unless you're talking about what was written before the logicians took over. That was several millennia ago.
Even so, Higsley, there are all kinds of superstitions before the unification. The logicians in my classes claimed we were not always the reasonable sentients that we've become.
Jared, have you ever heard the old stories? The ones they used to tell about giants and deities?
Those are exactly the kind of superstitions I'm talking about, Higsley. They are only fit for children.
My caregivers told me the story of Braxton and Dormans.
Yes, so did mine.
So strange that members of the species really believed that Braxton called down fire from the sky on the Ormans.
We were primitive species then.
Do either of you want some hot Zerblov? I'm going to the machine.
I'll have one, thank you.
How can you talk to him?
We have Zerblov 3 times a week, sometimes 4.
Oh, but he's a janitor. His education only goes to Circle 3. The only reason he's in a learning center is to clean it.
Sometimes, Zared, sentients are more advanced than they seem.
This audio adaptation of Recursion was directed by Sunshine Lampatock Smith. Sound design and performance by Wesley Apple. Sound effects by Free Sound Community from Pixabay. The cast featured Kieran Cross, playing the role of Zared. He is on Instagram at TheKeerkat, TheKeerkat. Higsley was played by Leon Gertzen, who can be found on Instagram as @LeonLunchy or Facebook at leon.goertzen. Nelson T. Eusebio III voiced the narrator and janitor. His work can be found at nelsonEusebio.com. If you like this audio play, you can find the original story in my science fiction short story collection, Tales from the Last Space Age. Also, you can give a listen to our earlier audio play recorded as episode 12 of the Living in the Future podcast. Living in the Future will be attending the Seattle Worldcon in a few weeks, and we'll be dropping some copies of Tales from the Last Space Age in the Freebies Lounge. Drop a comment if you'll be there and let me know what you'll be looking forward to. As always, if you have comments or questions, you can email me at don@livinginthefuture.rocks. After Worldcon, Living in the Future is looking forward to doing some more audio plays, and we'll post them as soon as they are ready. As always, thanks for listening.